As we wrap up this course, I did want to point out a couple of features that will help you prepare your images for their final destination. I'm working with a document called pick1.psd. Now, it's not uncommon to run into a situation where you perform multiple operations on an image, and you're going to find that you need to perform those same operations on a different image. Well, instead of trying to remember all the steps that you take to get a particular result, what you can do is record an action. When you record an action, it gives you the ability to play those steps on a different image. Let me show you what I mean. Again, I'm working with pick1.psd. It's inside the Chapter 7 folder. Go to the Window menu, and under the Window menu, you can choose Actions. Now, inside the Actions panel, you'll see a folder called Default Actions, and it contains all the default actions inside of Photoshop CS6. What these actions are a series of steps saved within the action, giving you the ability to run these actions on different images. For example, if you open up one of them, you'll see that there's a little arrow next to each of the actions. If you expand one of the actions, you'll see all the steps that will be taken to ultimately perform this operation on your image. And so what you can do inside of Photoshop, if you find that you're going to be creating your own sequence of steps, is you can record your own actions and save those actions. Before we get into how you can save your own actions, let's just take a look at how we can run an action. Now, anytime that you're looking at an action within the Actions panel, if you see this little icon, all that little icon represents is that there's a dialog box that's going to open up when the action is run. Usually, these dialog boxes ask you to fill out a certain parameter within that dialog box. So let's go ahead and take a look at one. I'm going to go ahead and choose sepia tone or sepia tone, however you want to say it. With it selected, go ahead and click the little play button. The play button looks like something you would find on a VCR control. It's going to happen pretty quickly. If you go ahead and click play, you'll see that certain operations are performed, and now we have a new image. If you come over to the history panel, you'll see all the steps that were taken to get the image to appear this way. I'm going to come back to the pick1.psd snapshot and return back to the Actions tab. Let's just go ahead and take a look at another one. I'm going to go ahead and highlight Wood Frame. I'm going to run that action. This action is just telling you that you need to have an image size of at least 100 pixels wide and tall. We do, so you can go ahead and click Continue. When you do, you'll notice that Photoshop creates a wooden frame around your image. I'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit so it's easier to see. So there's the wooden frame. And again, you can come over to the History panel and see all the steps that were taken to create this wooden frame. So as you can see, actions will save you a lot of time by performing multiple steps and multiple operations within an image automatically. What we want to do in the next movie is take a look at how we can record our own actions, and once we record those actions, how we can apply them to different images.